Yo, it's your boy the Android Doctor back again with another tutorial video. In this video I'm going to show you how to install Android 7.0, which is Android N Nougat or Nougat, however you like to pronounce it. I'm going to show you how to install it onto the third generation Motorola Moto G 2015 model, which is this device here. So it's quite a lengthy process, but I'm going to take you through it as quick as I can. So there's 3 different requirements to install this. First requirement, you'll need to have an unlocked bootloader. So if your bootloader is locked, you'll need to unlock it. If you don't know how to unlock it, you can follow my simple tutorial on how to unlock the bootloader. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. Check it out, follow that video, and you should have an unlocked bootloader within 5 to 10 minutes. The second requirement is you'll need root. I'm going to show you how to root right now in this video. And the third requirement is you'll need TWRP custom recovery installed. I'm also going to show you how to do that now in this video as well. So once you've unlocked your bootloader, come back to this video and I'll show you how to do everything else. If you've already got an unlocked bootloader, you can go ahead and follow this video right now. So first things first, head on to the link in the description down below. It's going to take you to this thread here. This is where we're going to download the ROM from. The developer of the ROM is Alberto97. All credits to him for providing us with this amazing ROM. Okay, I just want to say that as of today, as of now, the dual SIM devices are not supported for now. So if you've got a dual SIM Moto G3, it's not going to work, so just bear that in mind. Don't even try it, it's not going to work. Okay, so first thing is go to the link here, select downloads. We're going to download the ROM. Click on AOSP and then begin download. Once it's downloaded, save it onto your desktop. I've already got it on there, AOSP, so save it on your desktop. Okay, the next thing you need to do is you need to download the custom TWRP recovery. So click on the custom recovery option here in case you missed it, and scroll down to downloads tab. And you're going to see a long list of TWRP recoveries. Click on the top one. It's the latest and the greatest, so click on that and it'll download. Once it downloads, save it to your desktop. So I've already got it here on my desktop, TWRP recovery. Here it is. So I've got the ROM and the TWRP on there. Okay. Next, you need to go to the link in the description again, and you're going to download the Beta Super SU. So just click on it and it'll download. And once again, you're going to save the Beta SU, Super SU onto your desktop. So you're going to have these 3 files, the ROM, the TWRP and the Beta Super SU. Next, you're going to click the next link in the description down below. It's going to take you to where you download the OpenGApps from. Let's just focus the camera in. Okay, so you're going to select ARM 7.0 and you're going to select the mini version of the OpenGApps. So ARM 7.0 and the mini version of GApps. And then you're just going to select the download option here. Once it downloads, once again, you're going to save it to your desktop. So here it is. open G apps. And now the next thing we need is the minimal ADB and fastboot. So I'm going to leave a link to the minimal ADB and fastboot in the description down below as well. Just scroll down and download version 1.4. So just click on it and download it and store it on your desktop. So I've got it there on my desktop. So when you've downloaded all the files, you should have the minimal ADB, the ASOP 7.0, which is the ROM, the Open G apps, the TWRP recovery, and also the Beta SU, Super SU. You should have all 5 of these files stored on your desktop. Okay, so next, we need to set up the minimal ADB. So just click on it, hit yes, then hit next, and it's going to store onto your C drive. Hit next, and then hit next again, and then hit install, and then select finish. And you can close that little box down for now. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to go to so what we need to do now is we need to go to, let me just try focusing. We need to go to the C drive where minimal ADB is located. So this PC, go to C drive and go to program files x86 and look for the minimal ADB. There it is. Okay, and then just drag and drop the TWRP recovery image file into there and select continue. Okay, next on your phone, you need to go into settings, go to about phone, and keep tapping on the build number until it says you are now a developer. And it should unlock the developer options. Select it. Up at the top here where it says developer options, make sure it says on, make sure it's ticked. And where it says OEM unlocking here, make sure it's turned on. And then just turn on USB debugging, hit OK. And then the next thing you need to do is connect your phone to the USB cable, just like this. Just put it on camera. Okay, so connect your phone to the USB cable just like this. If you don't see this option come up for internal storage and SD card, just pull down your notifications here, and where it says connected, no, in fact where it says USB debugging connected, oh wait a minute, pull down your notifications, and where it says connected as media device, you need to turn media device MTP on, and then it should bring up these two options here, internal storage or SD card. So I'm just going to select SD card because I prefer to put the files on the SD card. So you just need to drag and drop the ROM onto there. So I've already got it on there, as you can see, AOSP. So drag and drop the ASOP ROM onto your SD card. Drag and drop the Beta Super SU onto your SD card, and drag and drop the Open G apps onto your SD card. I'm not going to do it because I've already put them on there. So you just need all three of those files on your SD card. Then you can go ahead and close that down. And then you can unplug your phone. Okay, so let's just go back to the C drive. Program files, x86, minimal ADB and fastboot. Okay, so now just power off the phone. So volume down, power off. And now we need to go into fastboot mode. So press volume down and the power button. Keep it pressed until it puts you into fastboot mode. Your display should be looking something like this. You should see that little Android guy there. Okay, what you need to do now is in the minimal ADB fastboot here, you need to press Shift and right click on your mouse at the same time in a blank space. So press Shift and right click on your mouse, and it should bring up this option here to open a command window. Select it. And now go to where it says TWRP Osprey 3.0.2, and you're just going to right click on it and select rename. And you're just going to copy it. Just copy it up onto the point where it says R1. You don't need to copy the whole thing. Okay, now just connect your phone to the USB cable. I'm just going to do that real quick. Okay, so connect your phone to the USB cable, and if the minimal ADB is set up correctly, just type in fast boot space devices like this, and then hit enter, and you should get a return number there. That means it's all set up correctly. Okay, so next just type in fast boot and then space boot space again, and then paste in the TWRP Osprey, what you just copied a while ago, and then select type img, and then hit enter, and it should start to send the TWRP boot image to the phone. And now we've booted into TWRP recovery mode. Next, just swipe across to allow modifications. Okay, so before you do anything else, just select this option here, backup, and just swipe across to create a backup of your current setup and everything. Just in case anything goes wrong, you can select the restart option later on to restore your phone back to how it was. I'm not going to bother doing a backup because I'm a pro at this shit. So I'm not going to bother doing that, but if I was you, I highly recommend just selecting backup and do a backup of your current stock firmware. Just in case anything goes wrong, you can select the restart option later to restore your phone back to how it was. So because I'm a pro at this, I'm just going to go ahead and hit, let me just put down the phone a second. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit install, and I'm going to select storage, and I'm going to look for the super user zip. So I'm just going to select micro SD card because that's where I put the super user zip. Hit OK, and select beta super SU, and now I'm going to root the phone. And then hit reboot system. Okay, so we're just gonna have a look for the super SU zip. I mean, the super SU app, sorry, here it is. Super SU. No thanks. Okay, so next, just go to the Play Store and download this application. It's called Root Checker. So just type in Root Checker. And download it. This is it. So just go ahead and download it, then select open. Hit agree, hit OK, and then select verify root. Select grant, and you should see that we now have root. Congratulations, root access is properly installed on this device. So the device is now rooted. Okay, so once again, just power off. And press the volume down and power button. Until you see this screen again. And then connect your phone again to the USB cable. Just like this. And we're just going to type that command again to go into TWRP recovery. So fast boot space boot space again, and then right click and paste the TWRP Osprey back into there like we did earlier, and then put .img at the end, and then hit enter, and we should once again boot into TWRP recovery mode. And now we're just going to go ahead and install the ROM. So select wipe Swipe across to do a factory reset. Then select back. Hit the back key again. Select install. And now we're going to install the AOSP 7.0. This is the ROM. I'm going to go ahead and install it. If you see an unknown command error there, that's normal, don't worry about it. Now just go ahead and, okay, so you're going to wait for it to say script succeeded, result, blah, 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 and done. Then go ahead and hit the back key. And now we're going to install the GApps. So select install again and go to the Open GApps 7.0 mini zip file. And then select it and then swipe to confirm flash. And now it's going to install the GApps. Okay, if your screen goes blank, just press the power button on the side and then swipe to unlock. Okay, so We've finished flashing the G apps, so just go ahead and select reboot system. And you should now see this new boot animation. So the first boot will take a while. I'll be back once it's finished booting. Okay, so it's finished booting there. Let's just go through the setup. Hook up to Wi-Fi real quick. Okay, so let's just check for the network. And there you have it. We should now be running Android N. Let's just go into the settings here. About phone, Android 7.0. So yeah guys, this is how you install Android 7.0, which is Android N, Nougat, onto the Moto G3 2015 model. If you don't like this and you want to unroot, you can follow my tutorial in the description down below. It will unroot the Moto G3 and it'll put you back onto the stock firmware. Or you can also, if you want to still have root but you want to go back to stock, just restart your backup what you created in the beginning, like I showed you when you was in TWRP recovery mode. Just go to your backup and restore option and just restore your phone back to how it was. It'll return it back to the stock firmware, but you will have root. But if you want to just unroot totally and go back to full stock, like I says, follow my tutorial in the link in the description down below and it will put you totally back to stock. But like I says, this is 100%, well, not 100%, but it's about 95% solid. It's very stable. I've been using it since 6 o'clock this morning. I've not found any issues with it. It does work 100%. Well, I keep saying 100%, 95%, because the only thing what's not working is the video recording. But yeah, this is it for my tutorial. If you like it, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe to your boy the Android Doctor. I'm out. Deuces.